Hey everyone, thank you for tuning in. Okay, so I haven't done this in a long time, and bear with me for a bit. I'm not really sure what this is yet. The thought came up recently with my good friend Ratsnake. We were talking about, well, creating content and about how different types of content could or could not be fit for the one channel. So I'm like, I want to. As you know, I like to do montage and show some flashy clips, but that's not all there is to it. There is definitely some value to uploading full raw invasions. It's something different. You take the viewer on a journey with you. You let them put themselves in your shoes, and you kind of go on a journey with them. So, like some things just don't translate in a couple of just short edited clips. So in this case, for example, there is I think in this one there is a red trader. Although here it is, he invades right now. Although I'm not sure if he's a traitor or I think he's just clueless. To be honest, seems kind of inexperienced. This Phantom here, Lethal Lolly, not this one here with the Black Knight Glaive, the one who had the Dragon Slayer Sword Spear before. I heard about him. I don't do Pontiff very often, but I heard his name. I don't think I met him before, but he already gave me a pretty bad impression, though. Pretty cocky. Like, I don't appreciate when I'm being chased by three people for someone to L1 waggle to get me to, like, panic roll. Like, I'm not supposed to be panicking enough. I'm supposed to panic even more. So, I find that somehow pretty arrogant. I don't really like it. But hey, I guess no one likes the L1 waggle. So in this one, yeah, there it is. The red is still going after the white. So far, I don't suspect anything. Here, thankfully, I look behind me and it allows me to finish off the white. I hit the red by mistake, but then there you go. So I don't know what happened there. What was he thinking? I mean, I'm the same color as him. So you take that. And that's not enough. It's not enough to finish him. He's got like close to 1,500 of health. That's a lot. I wonder what level he was. So yeah, anyway, was talking with Ratsnake about creating different types of content. And I have so many clips of nice, intense, thrilling invasions, which I'm sure if you just sit down and just watch them from beginning to end, it can be pretty interesting. Like, I mean, I really enjoy just watching full invasions. Like, for example, my friend Lone the Ranger, he does that beautifully. He uploads full invasions, finds the right music track each time. Like, his music choice is on point. I'm really amazed by the way, like, I haven't been able to publish full invasions and be satisfied with any kind of background music so far. So, but in his case, I don't know, it works. Like, I just start watching and I just get into it, and the music is always just good backup for the emotions I get. But in this case, yeah, I couldn't. I tried it before. Oh yeah, I refill here because yeah, okay, the red in my book was an anomaly, so he made me waste Estus. So yeah, I've refilled. I refill in the next one as well because we get a similar situation. And back into it. So now I have an Aldrich who's putting in some work. The white before died. The red is dead. Nobody else coming in. Lethal Lolly, I think, is out of Estus. I just refilled, so I'm at a clear advantage. Still being as cocky, even though he's low on health. He gets in after this first R1. Didn't expect the second one. Bye-bye. First time I meet that guy, but I've heard of him. Meanwhile, the Aldrich took care of the host. GG. Alright, the next one. Now this one was really nice. I heard, I don't know much about this host, Carlos Caluco, but I hear from my friends that he's a known shitter. He ends up disconnecting, by the way, in this one. So in this one, I really, really enjoyed my interaction with the red. And this is one of the reasons why I really wanted to publish this one unedited. Like, it couldn't... If I was to cut this up and edit it, and you couldn't get the feel, like you don't appreciate the stakes, like what we had to go through to get there. And like sometimes it's important to know where you've been in order to appreciate where you are and where you're going. So here I see the party. I get nearer, and there comes an ally. Lark something, never met him. But a few minutes from now, and he'll be my best friend. You just have to love this sort of understanding that comes between reds most of the time. It's something really special, and no one can disagree. If you've been invading dried-fingered worlds, you can't help but recognize the special bond that gets created between reds. In this case, I really like. There's a point. Please pay attention. At some point, I had to slow it down. I thought it was this so badass. It's coming up. It's coming up shortly. So now, right there, okay, we got an ally. We got an Aldrich. He comes in, and what a surprise! He doesn't attack the white. He attacks me. The white sees it, takes advantage of it, stops attacking the Aldrich. So now I get in front of my ally just to go like, yo. And boom. Beautiful. After that, I was in sync with my red friend there. I like the fact that the Aldrich came up, and so I immediately just came up in front of him just to let him know, like, make a move. One more poop for good measure, the plunge, and he goes down. So by this point, I'm already a fan of this red. Again, an anomaly, so I drink my Estus and then I refill it. My buddy knows what's up. He's showing me he got my back, protecting me. There you go. I love this kind of situation in Pontiff though. The Mexican standoff and the bow. There you go. Beautiful. And so he gets the good idea right there. After all, we've all been hit by some great arrow coming from nowhere by just standing there, so we both hide. I cut this because we stayed waiting there for about a minute. And so we wait, and finally we get someone. And big surprise, who is it? It's my good friend Ratsnake, whom I mentioned earlier in the video. So now we just wait for her to arrive. Now, the way I know her, she looks a bit sleepier than usual. But I'll be the one giving her love taps all along the invasion. Yeah. And this, there it is. This looks beautiful. Feeling confident, taunting. Praise the sun. And here we go. So yeah, I have so many clips of nice, intense, long invasions, which I have no idea what to do with. Some of them I just cut them up and look at the flashy bits, but I have a feeling like a lot of it gets lost. And my red friend putting in the work right there. Put down a phantom all by herself. Good shit. And so yeah, it's a shame. I would like to upload more full invasions, but I'm not too sure how to frame them. Like most of the time, you have some downtime. The white does a good job here of protecting the host. Gotta give it to him. Boom. The thorns roll. So here a blue comes in. Probably the host was waiting for that. Running us around. There comes the blue. Now if you notice, the blue is on our side. He's not helping the host. He's gesturing, friendly gesture, and he's not helping the host. I noticed that. I leave him alone. But I think Rat, Snake, and Lark didn't notice it. So they just go at him. Which is a shame. Of course, a blue that's on our side, you just want to leave him in the world. He can occupy a spot for as long as we need to, and, you know, we just kill him when we need the Estus. But I think they didn't notice. Doesn't really matter. We got the host pinned down, and of course, there you go. DC. His last blue hope didn't do much for him. Alright, next one. I think this one could be this one is kind of an ode to Chinese honor, I guess. So yeah. I guess I left this one in mostly because I was trying out some tech where you block hits and swap during the block stun, and swap. In this case, I swap to a shield, so it's basically a setup parry. And I managed to land it here against the Freed Scythe. Of course, Freed Scythe is quite the easy target, but it's a start. So I say hello, and of course, there's your little friend hidden behind the corner. Very nice ambush. Congratulations. Presses L1, doesn't get results, points down. Haven't you seen that before? Another clap. For such display of class and good manners. Showing their bravery. More bravery. Yes, yes. I deserve it all. Oh, and you point me to the arena to say, like, I will destroy you one-on-one. I am confident I will destroy you. I mean, I did point you down. And now I bow. Look at that. He gives me a bow. Messed up my stab. Usually pretty reliable, this one, but I guess I didn't take latency into account. I should have run up to his back a bit sooner. This is actually some real good tech I discovered with my friend Dez. I always had trouble backstabbing the first L1, but if by chance they keep swinging and go for the second L1, then I've kind of find a way to like run tight around them and backstab them on the second L1. But I still have trouble finding the backstab window on the first L1. So there you go. That's the first time I did it there. I managed to block. I think that's the fifth hit. The fifth hit, the overhead swing. I messed it up there because I opened my menu too soon. I wasn't blocking yet. And I think I landed the next one. No, the next one. Okay. Right there. Here, this is how you want to do it. Doop, doop, swap quickly, and you can get the third hit. So I get the parry, I pop his tears, and what do you know? There goes my 1v1. Aren't they cute? Yeah, that's your honor jewel for you. I guess I was dishonorable, so I deserve more poop, right? These kids. So yeah, anyhow, like, what makes it that I want to watch a full invasion? When I'm watching a video and and it retains my attention, like I'm invested. I go for it again, but it wasn't the right situation. So yeah, what makes it so that I get invested in watching a full invasion video? Like action has to be non-stop, of course, and I guess that's it. But then again, I mean, I did watch videos where action is not non-stop, and I've kept, I was still invested. So I'm thinking, even if there is downtime, is it not that the viewer is already invested enough that he's put himself in your shoes, and so is part of the journey along with you, even during the downtime? So it's not so much of a problem. I'm still unsure if music could help or if commentary helps, or I mean, it's not like I have 25 minutes worth of things to say. I just thought I wanted to upload the full thing, and so why not talk over it? Because I sure as hell wasn't gonna bother finding 25 minutes worth of music tracks to put in there. I don't know how TLD does it. By the way, of course I'll leave a link to all of these good people I'm mentioning, all of them, all of their channels. You can find that in the description. This sword, this attack, I think everyone agrees, has to be one of the most annoying attacks ever. My red took care of business. There it is. Not a very satisfying ending, but I did land my quote-unquote new tech, and I managed to avoid the betrayal. I left the loading screen. BG. Oh, there it is. And this is the last one. I can't remember what happens in this one. Not much. Yeah, I think it's the same theme, kind of. I run up to the bonfire, and some smart-ass thinks he will hide behind a corner, and that will bring in the win. Well, Hello, hello. Oh, you were alone. Yeah, of course you're alone. And there it is. Now see, this is what I don't understand. There's two of you. You need to ambush me. What does that say about you? Like, how would you? It's beyond me. Like, don't you feel bad about yourself? Don't you feel like it yeah, I don't know. Here we both go for a parry, and there's the real mix-up. And the second parry, nobody expects it. That's not true though, but this guy's pretty inexperienced. It shows. He gets resummoned in a minute, and it shows. He's not very experienced. I love the parry with the main hand shield with offhand Black Knight. Because I know it's crazy, but many people see you swap to it, and if you mess up, many people will tend to think that you have no idea what you're doing. So usually, if you whiff the first parry, it's crazy how many times the second parry will land. Because, like, people see you doing that and they're not used to it. They think you're memeing around and they think you don't really know what you're doing. And it's actually another great sub psychological trick there. I mean, the first one is where you don't have a parrying shield in your hand, and so you surprise with it. So that's what gets your opponent to hit you. Like you don't have a parry tool apparent. But once you pull it out, if it's the main hand shield like that, it's amazing how many times people will just keep swinging at you because they think you don't know what you're doing. I love the Aldrich here. He just knows what's up. Every time a blue comes in, he just rushes them. This one here was pretty slick. This guy was gonna parry me, but I guess he didn't account for latency. I um I only recently started playing with shields, and so actual blocking. I even blocking with my weapon, like a small weapon like this. I'm just really not used to do it, but I know it can be useful many times, and so I'm starting to get into it. But of course, I still need to. I have many things yet to learn. Look, right here. There you go. I run at him and block. He breaks my guard. Of course, I run at him, so I got to be more careful of my stamina. Anyway, I got very lucky there. He didn't expect that. But yeah, sometimes it can be useful. I just need to watch my stamina a bit better when it's especially when small weapons like that. You get guard broken in 3 hits pretty much. There, I had problem with my lock on right there. I locked on the red. I wanted to lock onto the white and backstab him, but didn't get that. So this guy got resummoned. The blue got taken care of in an instant, pretty much. And this guy obviously is kind of a noob. I mean, he's swinging that thing around, even when I'm right there behind his back. Like, you don't do that. You're fighting 2 guys with a big hammer. They're right on you. You just don't turn around and swing, like giving your back to them. So this guy was happy ambushing, but yeah, I can see why. He still has a lot to learn. Meanwhile, our trusted Aldrich friend takes it, but thankfully he gets to witness the victory. All right, that's it. Thanks for tuning in. See you around, guys.